It's just me, Valerie's Naturals, and I'm giving you the digital version of my budgeting. It's very simple, as you can see. I've got everything listed that's in my sinking fund. I'm giving the starting balance. If you can see it there, the 680.16 at the bottom in the pink. It's also at the top there where I've actually done some calculations that is up with my expenses, but I'm just showing you my sinking funds. And so we're going to populate this, and then we're going to give actuals as well. I don't want to go and do this. I don't want to make it crazy though. I'm just going to do it very quickly. Okay, so already this is so we're starting with the holiday fund, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the alert bell so you know when I'm going to do another video. Get down with it, get down, because this is going to get deep. So just as I said, this is my electronic version. This is my electronic stuffing, basically. But I'm still undecided as to work it. Now, the money's in my account. All my expenses have gone. I'm left with £680.16. And this is what I want to do. And this is how I always make this decision. I always do this before I do the cash stuffing itself and where the money's going to go, because it makes sense to me to do it digitally. So here we go, people. So the first one I want to do, and as you'll notice, I've set this up so that as I'm doing the actual putting the money in, as it's kind of like electronic stuffing, you'll see the 680 in pink reduce. So let's put that in. So always, this is automated. The first one on the list is the holiday fund. That's automated. So I'm going to put £50 in there. Okay. The only thing I haven't automated is the target, because they will change from time to time. But do you see already the 6 is down to 630? I want to do investments, even though I've got some debt to play with. I've already hit that, and we'll get to that, okay? But let's put some investments in. So I want to do 50 quid. That's what I want to do. Now, savings, I also want to add 50 quid, because as an older person, we should be saving now. Saving so we can have a better life later on, or an easier life. This is the time to tighten up, people. I call it tighten up. So the emergency fund, which is the next one, is the one that I've got it on auto. So automatically, no matter what I do, that's going to come out. And by the way, the holiday fund and the emergency fund is automatic, because I'm a traveler. I love to travel, and I will use that money. And as you can see from the green list, the actuals, I've already got, I will have in there £1,450. Okay, by the time this goes out. Okay, but now is food. Now, I've reduced that down. I used to spend so much money on food, but if you will find that later on. I'm a big budgeter, and I'm into reducing costs where we can, so we can throw the money elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? And food is one of them. So because I live by myself, it's going to be £100, because I am actually planning my meal so that I don't have to think about it. Because do you know what? I can cook up a storm, but sometimes I think sometimes it's a waste of energy. So I like to batch cook, and automatically that's saving you money. And the second reason why I do that is because I don't want to think about what I'm eating, because if I have to think about what I'm eating, I'm going to go and get a takeaway. You know what I mean, people? You get what I'm giving. So I rather just cook once a week or twice a week the most. And it will either go in the fridge and the freezer. And when I got too much in the freezer, then I'll start eating from the freezer and stop eating from the fridge. If you get what I'm giving, people, so I can clear it and start again. So, because I feel guilty wasting food, I do. So that's why I'm food prep as well. Because as a single person, you tend to waste more food. And this is zero waste, people, just like the zero budgeting. So let's move on. So travel, as you can see, I've put prices next to each of these categories. I say categories, but for me, they're envelopes. And you'll see it in the physical cash stuffing when I get to it, okay? But I just thought I'd do this first because it will make more sense. So I can see what I'm doing, and I know what I'm putting in where. Okay, so for travel, I'm going to put 20 because it's just local travel. And here it's £2 a bus ride, and they do buses and trams. I might buy an extra ticket if I need to get on a tram, but 9 times out of 10 round here, it's a lot of where I live. It's a lot of buses. And the bus system here is very good, but it's not like London. At a certain time, they stop running. But in London, it's 24 hours. That's the only thing I miss about London, I have to say. Here, Like for the bus that I get on regularly, the number 6, it will stop running at 12 o'clock. The other bus I get on, the number 3, is kind of like it stops running at 7, and I couldn't believe it. One day I got stranded. I had to go and walk to the number 6 bus stop because I got stranded. And one time, me and my girlfriend was here, and I live in Blackpool, so she came with. We went to the cinema, and on the way back, I'd forgotten about the fireworks and them diverting the actual buses, and we couldn't find the diver. And by the time we found it, we got off of there at 9 o'clock in the evening. And by the time we found it, it was too late. The buses had stopped running, so we had to take a cab. And it was like we didn't get back here till. Remember, we've been searching since 9 o'clock the evening for the bus stop, and we didn't find it till 12ish, and we didn't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning. And my girlfriend was so annoyed, but I don't blame her because I didn't know that they divert the buses because of the fireworks. Because I live in Blackpool, they do fireworks from September onwards. Up until a certain time. Not fireworks, the lights. Blackpool's famous for the lights, but I didn't know. So anyway, so that's the only thing I say. All that to say, that's the only thing I miss about London. But anyway, let's carry on. So birthdays, if I didn't explain it before, is what I save for like people that I give money to, because nowadays nobody wants you to buy them a present. They just want the money. So what I've done is set up a little an envelope especially for that. And normally I would put £40 in there, but because I'm trying to throw money at debt, it's only going to get 20. Okay, and it's the same for Christmas. Christmas I'll hand out money, but it'll be, whatever. Clothes I'm not going to add to this time because I'm trying to throw money at debt because I hate debt. And electronics is I'm not putting anything in there. So clothes, beauty, electronics, I'm not, because it's what I spent my money on was new electronics. And what I bought was the microwave, a new air fryer, and it's a dual air fryer as big as hell. I can't believe. And what else did I buy? A carpet cleaner. I bought a new Kindle reader, a new boom box, like a Bluetooth, whatchamacallit, and of course the new computer that I'm using right here, which I'm getting used to. Anyway, so let's move on. So I'm not going to buy electronics, and I'm just going to actually leave that category. And then there's takeaway, which I don't buy much of anyway because it's hard when you're a vegan. So I'm going to leave that alone anyway. Personal spend. Now, this is a category. So we've got £270 and £16 left, 50. £270 and 16 pence left. Now, this is a category that I'm going to have to bump up this month because I'm going away with my girlfriends for a couple of nights. And of course, you want some spending money, okay? And I don't believe in suffering for the sake of suffering. Although I budget in some ways, I like to enjoy myself because I'm getting to that age where you don't want to be suffering for no reason. Do you know what I mean? So what I might do is add 150, but I might revise that in a minute because I don't know. Okay? Now, here comes the crunch time. Mr. Credit Card Debt. I only excuse, at one point I was zero debt. Okay, up until about 2-3 days ago, and my computer comped out. But I was going to start saving for electronics, and that's why I put that in there. I only put that. That's the recent category, but before I could even save any money in that category, it conked out. Okay, I still got other electronics that I want to get. Like vlogging, a new vlogging camera, and such and like and such and like. I might even think about, if it goes well, I can do other bigger things as well. But I've still got to save for those things because I don't believe in buying things on credit 9 times out of 10 unless it's desperate. Now, I could have used my emergency fund, which is up there, which has got, now it will have £910 in it, but I didn't want to go down that road. I think for real emergencies, like if like somebody dies in the family, I can get on a flight and go to the funeral or something. Or my washing machine breaks down, I can use it for that because these things are expensive. Do you know what I mean? And I don't include that in my electronics list. I just happen to need to change all these things because they're on their last legs, and I don't believe in changing unless I have to. I mean, the last microwave I'd had it since Margate since 2016, and we're now in 2024, and it was so inefficient and it was rusted and all sorts. I don't believe in changing things unless I have to. So I got a brand spanking new one. So I really needed it. These things I only did because I really wanted, well, not wanted, I needed them. I needed a new computer. Do you know what I mean? So I can ramble on. But anyway, so I got this credit card debt. Okay, and already it was at 1,477,97, but I've already paid off £300 already. And this date was because I had some bonus money, so I thought, let me fling it at the bonus. Let me fling that at that, to get the ball rolling. So I'm down to 1,177,97 now. Do I want to add anything to this? I really do, but should I? Now, do I? I really wanted to add another £100. Okay, but I need to see what the bill is, because if you're on a zero balance, for example, or you're a good payer, with new balances, what they tend to do is give you 56 days to pay. So that's almost 2 months. Interest free. After that, they start charging you interest. Okay, if you didn't know. And so what I'm doing here is I've already added the £300 to reduce the debt, but I'm not sure because it's not showing how much it's going to be. So I'm going to fling as much as I can at it, but still enjoy myself. So I'm thinking, do I do 50 or 100? Because normally I would have done 100. I would have done 100, but because I'm going away, I need to have that extra money, and I want to buy stuff because I'm an avid Amazon person. If you didn't notice, I've got Amazon wish list. If you're interested, I've got I've also got the storefront as well. So to make some little commission if I get any. Do you know what I mean? So if you're interested in what I use for my budget, go and have a look. I might add this computer as well because this computer is fantastic. But anyway, shut up, Val, and get onto it. So I think for the moment I'm going to put 50 in there and think about it towards the end, because now I've got I was going to call it a 10,000 saving challenge, but I thought I'd start because I've never done that challenge before, but I've been doing the penny saving challenge for years. But this one is a new thing for me, but I can't do anything until I clear my debt. I don't want to go and obligate myself and overstress myself, so I'm going to leave that blank for the moment. But what I'm thinking is I've got £70 left. Would you believe? So what I'm thinking is actually put £100 towards the debt. So let's do 100 instead. And then we've got £20 left. And then we'll throw the £20 and the 16p, or near enough to it, to the actual penny savings challenge to keep that going. So it'll be kind of like, so we do that. So then we're down to zero. And that is what zero-based budgeting is about. That you give your money a job. Don't let the money give you a job so that you're struggling. Do you know what I mean? Because some people would say, if you're budgeting, why are you giving yourself 150? Because I don't believe in struggling. If I really was struggling like that, then I would think about reducing that personal spend. But really, I'm one of those people that get on Amazon once a month and I will spend maybe 60, £70 on whatever I want. Because I do tarot as well. I buy tarot cards. I've got a tarot card collection. So I do that as well. But I do believe that you should think about all your savings, your investments. And if you didn't know, I'm starting an investment club. On my Patreon, I've got a book club, I've got an investment club, and I've got the budgeting club. But really, the budgeting club is about supporting the channel as well, because that's on the lowest rung. But you can get these. First of all of these videos that I'm doing on this channel from now on, regardless of what it is, whether it's budgeting, whether it's travel, whether it's food, whether it's whatever, it will all go on my Patreon first. So you get to see it first without adverts, okay? And then secondly, the investment club is about me and my investments, but I want other people to join. I've called it investment club because I want other people to join in, and we all help each other out with it. And I'm showing you what I've invested in, what I think about the market. We'll do 101s, learn about stocks and shares and all that kind of stuff. So you join me on that journey too. But let's see what else is going on here. So as you can see, I'm down to zero. Now, what I've got to do is make sure that these actuals are actually correct for the moment. So I'm not going to talk about what investment I have because that will be on my Patreon. But for now, we'll start accumulating here because this is new. I'm doing this new. even though I've been budgeting for years. I'm doing this for you guys, new. So we'll start with the £50. And as with the saving, this £50. My emergency fund is very important. And I believe that emergency funds are very important. So you build up an emergency fund that you can get to today or tomorrow. Okay, so put it in a place where you can get to it quickly, because with the credit union now, they have apps. My one has an app, and I can go in there and just transfer the money into an account that I need. So I've got the app for the credit union, and they even have what they call an engaged card, a prepaid card, where you can actually set it up to transfer money onto that as well. And that's what I'm going to use, the prepaid card, for any cash that I want to take out or anything like that. I've got a checking account. I got the prepaid card. I mean, we'll talk about that, because that one gives you they give you cash back on certain places that you spend. For example, if you spend in Asda with your prepaid card, they give you cash back, basically, and so on and so forth. But anyway, the food budget I might do in cash, because I want to see the money. I want to see where it's going. I want to do the expenses, because I'm planning to plan my, well, I have done it in the last month, but I'm really going to get down and dirty with it now. But I want to go to specific shops so that we can actually see what I spend my money on. And I'll show you through the weekly check-ins what I do spend my money on. That is travel. I don't need that as yet, but that's there on reserve just in case. That is going to be turn into 160. I should be adding this as I'm going. That'll be 160, 160, and then that's that. And then if I had another £100 to 100 to that, it will be 400 I would have paid off this month, because this is a monthly budget. It's not a bi-weekly. Unfortunately, we don't have it like the Americans. We get paid every 2 weeks. That would be good, but it also complicates things, I think. Nothing is going down there. And then it'll be 120, 100. Let me just work that out. I've got my calculator here, people. So 100.11 plus 20.16 equals 120.27. 120.27. So there we have it, people. The one in the green is lined up, so it shows you what it's doing. The target is what I'd like, and for things that I know I'm going to spend, I haven't put target in there, if that makes sense. And the pink is what I'm adding monthly. So we keep a running total where the green is as to what's going down, and the target is to the one in the red, which is the debt. When you see it in the target, that's what it's going to be reduced to on a monthly basis. So far, I'm going to chuck 400. So I've already paid 300. I'm going to chuck another 100 on there, but I'm going to wait till they ask for the money. They ask for the money, so I'm going to slip it away in an envelope until they ask for that money, basically. So I've, in all of these things, because I'm one of those digital queens, they call it silver surfers. They used to call it silver servers. I don't know if they still call it a silver service, because I'm almost 60. Okay, but I'm very digitally minded. I'm into investments. I'm into savings. It excites me to see my money grow. Do you know what I mean? It should excite you too. But I'm also into photography. I'm a trained photographer, and so you're going to see all sorts of facets. I've also got another channel called Valerie's Naturals Oracles, where I do tarot. And you can keep up with me over there with the tarot as well, because I'm into tarot. I do tarot readings and all sorts. But you can go over to that channel. It's called Valerie's Naturals Oracles. But I'm going to leave this here, people. So this is where I'm throwing my money. So the next video will be me physically money stuffing. But I just thought I'd get it straight in my head here while I'm doing this here, so that you can see my process and you can see what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. And so we'll do this on a monthly basis. So until next time, people, you take care. Don't forget to like, comment, share, show your appreciation. Get down with it, get down. And this will be all on my Patreon first. So come and join me on Patreon, even if you're just going to follow. All right. So until next time, please take care.